ಯಶೋದೆ ಮಗುಗಳ ಮಾಣಿಕ್ಯನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಶೋದೆ ಜಗದೋದಾರನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಶೋದೆ ಜಗದೋದಾರನ ಪರಮ ಪುರುಷನ ಪರವಾಸುದೇವನ ಪರಮ ಪುರುಷನ ಪರವಾಸುದೇವನ ಪರಮ ಪುರುಷನ ಪರವಾಸುದೇವನ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳು ಯಶೋದೆ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳು ಯಶೋದೆ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಶೋದೆ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಶೋದೆ ಜಗದೋದಾರನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಶೋದೆ ಜಗದೋದಾರನ குறையொன்றுமில்லை மறைமூர்த்தி கண்ணா குறையொன்றுமில்லை கண்ணா குறையொன்றுமில்லை மறைமூர்த்தி கண்ணா குறையொன்றுமில்லை கண்ணா குறையொன்றுமில்லை கோவிந்தா கண்ணுக்கு தெரியாமல் நிற்க மறைமூர்த்தி கண்ணா மணிவண்ணா மலையப்பா கோவிந்தா 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 கோவிந்தா. प्यारे दर्शन दीजो, प्यारे दर्शन दीजो, तुम बिन रहो न जाए. प्यारे दर्शन दीजो, तुम बिन रहो न जाए. जल बिन कमल चंद बिन रजनी, जल बिन कमल चंद बिन रजनी, ऐसे तुम देखो बिन सजनी. जल बिन कमल चंद. गंगाधर शंकर करुणाकर गंगाधर शंकर करुणाकर मामव भवसागर तारक ओ शंभो शिव शंभो स्वयंभो ओ शंभो शिव शंभो स्वयंभो शिव शंभो स्वयंभो
be in my mind and in my thinking. O God, be in my eyes and in my seeing. O God, be in my ears and in my hearing. O God, be in my mouth and in my speaking. O God, be in my hands and in my helping. O God, be in my heart and in my loving.
Humble salutations at the lotus feet of our dear Lord, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Sai Ram, dear students, parents, teachers, and all the center members. thank you for gathering here today to join for the Eashwaramma celebrations, which is also the year-end celebrations for the SSC year. At this time, I also want to offer my reverential salutations to my dear Saima and my mother for making me eligible to stand here. So, a pop quiz for you, mostly for the parents. How many of you can tell when did we have the Eashwaramma Day play in Dallas Eye Center? Today, okay? That's a good answer. You are staying in the present. Anyone else? 2018, I got Niranjan Bhai said first. Yes, 2018. So thank you, Swami, for giving us this opportunity to offer this humble offering of plate at your lotus feast today. We have already started these celebrations in February. The first part was done by our high school students in February here. They offered a skit, if you all remember. This is the part 2 of this, offering by the remaining class students. So every year, we have a theme for SSC. Even though all the SSC lessons are based on our 5 values, but there is a theme so that we can have a different way of learning of the same values and apply in our day-to-day life. So let's see what is our theme this year. Can I get the next slide, please? The theme for this year is My Life is My Message, Live in Love. So Swami says, my life is my message. Here is a quote from Swami. You can all read it yourself, but I will read it out loud. You can observe me and my activities and note how I adhere to righteousness, moral order, truth, and universal compassion. That is what I desire you to learn from me. My life is my message. So this year, we have chosen that theme. And we also know that Swami has exemplified this message in many ways. And he also taught us how to do this simply by, with things like very simple things like love all, serve all, hurt people. Can you say anything? Hurt? Can I help with that quote? Awesome. Help ever, hurt never. So Swami gave us all these still small nuggets. So why? Because he wants our life to be his message. So the reason to choose this this theme for this year is we want to know how we can all mend our lives to become his message. So our high school students in February has already done the groundwork for this. They have asked us a thought-provoking question, who am I? Which is a basic question, but the question which would not get answered in the spiritual world. They started with this because they are high school students, they get it to that level. Our younger class students, they want to give us a very simple trick. What can we do to make our life his message? How can we change it? So to know what is the trick, you all have to watch the play. Okay? So before we go to our play, we have a couple of other things we need to take care of. I request Kirti to come and continue this. Thank you.
Sairam, everyone. Welcome to this afternoon's Eashwaramma Day celebration. And Nimi doesn't know this. Can we just have an extra round of applause for Nimi, please? She's like looking, she's giving me the look from back there. Yeah, amazing. And I could be up here all day talking about her, but I have other things I'm supposed to say. So First of all, we have a very special guest this afternoon to speak and talk about SSE and the meaning and the significance of Eashwaramma Day. So I want to introduce you. It's one of our center members, Sister Suja Joseum. And let me tell you a little bit about her while she makes her way up. She began with SSE in 2001 as an SSE parent in the Dallas Sci Center. In 2006, she started teaching and became an assistant teacher for Group 2. And since then, she has served in various roles in Dallas Sci Center and Region 10 as SSE, service, and young adult wings. And she's always drawn inspiration from Swami's love and inner guidance. Currently, her role is as the Region 10 Education Coordinator. So that's all the centers in the states that are in Region 10. She has been co-leading the National SSE Online Resource Team for the past 3 years. There's a website where you can go online and look up activities and lesson plans and life applications, and Suja has been in charge of that. And it provides teachers and other people who are interested those resources. She actively participates in other national teams and initiatives. Suja, by profession, she's an environmental engineer, and she's a supervisor for cleanup of contaminated sites in Arkansas and Louisiana. She lives in Plano, Texas with her husband, and she has 2 young adult daughters who are graduates of the SSE program in Dallas. So please welcome Suja.
My humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of our dearest Bhagwan, Sri Satya Sai Baba. Loving Sai Rams to everybody. Sai Ram, dear students, parents, teachers, brothers, sisters, elders, extended members, a warm, loving Sai Rams to all of you. It is so lovely to be here today. And it's so exciting, the buzz we used to feel 5 years ago when Eashwaramma Day was going on. So I could feel the buzz just entering in today. So it's just wonderful and really, really looking forward to what the children have to offer to Swami and in honor of Mother Eashwaramma. The celebration of the life of Mother Eashwaramma, who's the mother of Sri Satya Sai Baba, can anybody tell me when it began? It was in 1977, the first celebration began, and it's in commemoration of her death anniversary. And on May 6th, Eashwaramma Day is celebrated all around the world, and by remembering her exemplary life, and also performing acts of selfless service and singing glories of the Lord. Kirti had mentioned that I've been co-leading a national team to create online resources for SSE teachers. So far, we've uploaded stories, life applications, activities, and festivals to this website. And as part of that, if you're wondering why I'm not at the center and what have I been doing last 4 years, we've been delving into Swami's discourses. There are so many of Swami's discourses, thousands of discourses, so we've been delving into Swami's discourses. And as part of that, we've been using material from Swami's discourses on this website. So that's what I've been doing for the last 4 years or 3 years. And Swami has talked about literally anything and everything. That's what was amazing while we were going through this process. And he's a master of analogies. And so for today, what I thought I'd do is provide some compiled information as I've been going through this process, and you'll see for yourself that Swami literally talks about anything and everything. Did you all know he even talks about jaywalking? That was something I found out in one of his discourses. So having said that, what I'm going to share today is only a tiny fraction of what he has talked about. Now let's see what Swami has talked about Mother Eashwaramma. In 2005, Swami said on Eashwaramma Day, on this occasion, we should remember Mother Eashwaramma and the ideals she exemplified. She was a paragon of virtues. She was always happy and cheerful, and she had a smiling countenance. Her heart was tender and sweet because it was filled with love and compassion. So Mother Eashwaramma had 3 wishes. Who can tell me what those wishes were? Go ahead. Yeah, go. Hospital? Go ahead. Water well? Okay. Anybody else from this side? Go ahead. Education, yes. So let's see what Swami himself has said about these 3 desires that Mother Eashwaramma had. Swami said in his words, one day she approached me with a request. Swami, when the children of our village suffer from any ailment, their mothers have to carry them all the way to Bukkapatnam Hospital. Hence, kindly establish a small hospital in our village. So just a side note here, Bukkapatnam was approximately 2.5 miles from Puttaparthi. So they had to walk all the way 2.5 miles to take a sick child. So the next one, Swami says, on some other day, she came to me with another prayer. Swami, I'm unable to bear the sight of small children carrying heavy loads of books and walking all the way to Bukkapatnam school. Kindly construct a small school in our village and save them from the trouble of trudging all the way to Bukkapatnam for their studies. Then thirdly, she came to me with another request. I feel sad to see small children carrying pots filled with water on their tender shoulders. Water is the sustainer of life. Hence, kindly get a well dug in our village and quench the thirst of people. So at this point, Swami told Mother Eashwaramma, your desires are very simple. I will certainly fulfill them in a big way. You don't worry about these things. I will make sure that the people of our village have proper education and medical facilities. So Swami goes on to say, I have fulfilled every little desire that she had expressed. As per my promise to her, I got a small school constructed in the village. Later on, I established a college. Eashwaramma was very happy. Gradually, the college has developed into a university. Next, to begin with, I got a small hospital constructed on top of the hill. The hospital was totally managed by 1 doctor and 2 nurses in those days. Now, much more has been achieved than what Eashwaramma had asked for by establishing a super specialty hospital. And then Swami goes on to say, once when I went to the banks of river Chitravati, I noticed some ladies of the village scooping out sand to collect water in their pots. Thereafter, I arranged for pipe water to be supplied to the villages from a few 100 kilometers away. So Eashwaramma had 3 desires, and that Swami fulfilled. And let's see what Swami talks about on desires. So Swami says, God resides in your heart only when it is pure, steady, and full of compassion. But today, human heart has lost its purity, compassion, and steadiness due to limitless desires. Life is a long journey, and your desires are the luggage. Less luggage, more comfort, makes travel a pleasure. The journey of life will become enjoyable only when you reduce the luggage of desires. The lesser the desires, the happier you'll be. So now, with this is what Swami said about desires. So who can tell me why Swami fulfilled Mother Eashwaramma's desires? Go ahead.
Because they were helping other people too.
Uh-huh. So you already saw what I've written. Good answer. Yes, yes. One more this side. Okay, go ahead. Because they were? Pure, yes, correct, yes. Absolutely, your teachers are doing a wonderful job teaching the children. So Swami says, in fact, I fulfilled every little desire she had expressed. The reason being, her desires were never for her own benefit, but invariably for the larger interest of the villagers. Whenever anyone expresses a truly selfless desire, Swami will certainly fulfill those wishes. And Swami goes on to say, thus, the humble wishes of the mother transform them ultimately into greater projects, providing immense benefit to humanity. What the country needs today is children who follow the teachings of their mothers. The teachings of the mothers may appear to be very simple and insignificant, but in course of time, they provide great happiness. I'm going to repeat this again. What the country needs today is children who follow the teachings of their mothers. The teachings of the mothers may appear to be simple and insignificant, but in course of time, they provide great happiness. So children, I'm hoping you're making note of that. So Swami goes on to say how to bring about credit to parents. He talked about mother, but he also talks about how to bring credit to the parents. He says, Swami was frugal. He never added to the financial burden of his parents. Swami never borrowed, never caused any dissatisfaction to parents, always upheld the family honor, and that is how Swami spent his student days. You should be like that and bring credit to your parents. So Swami says that. So when Swami talks about luggage, he does not say no luggage. He talks about less luggage. So what are we carrying in our luggage? What desires are we carrying in our journey of life? So Swami says, reduce the luggage you carry about. When on the journey of life, remember that it is not you is luggage. You are not the body, so the body is an item of luggage. The mind, the senses, the intelligence, the imagination, the desires, the plans, the prejudices, the discontent, the distress, all are item of luggage. So jettison them soon to make your travel lighter, safer, and more comfortable. So when we all go on a trip, I'm sure many of you will be going on a trip soon. We need to minimize the number of suitcases we take, right? We don't need all those clothes. We don't need clothes for every occasion. And actually, the airlines makes it easier for us. They remind us that the more we carry, the more we pay. And sometimes they even charge us excess baggage. So Swami, he knew all that. He says the less luggage we carry, the less we have to worry about, and the happier we can be. So remember, all of you, when you're packing your suitcases, when you're going on your trips, minimize what you carry with you. You'll be a lot happier. So now let's see what Swami talks about today's topic. Sarva karman bhagavat prityartham. He says, you may attend to your daily routine, but while attending to your duties in your own house or in the outside world, you must constantly remind yourself that whatever I do, think, or speak, everything belongs to God. The proper attitude should be Sarva Karman Bhagavat Prityartham. So now the question is, how can we come to an understanding that everything is God, everything belongs to God? In order to do that, we need to start seeing God in everything, right? Only then we know that everything belongs to God. And Swami, like I said, Swami talks about anything and everything. And he has given many examples, and I'm going to touch upon a few examples here. So, do you know what Swami says about this? What is this? So what does Swami, can anybody tell me what Swami says about a mirror? Anyone? Adults, parents, elders? Okay, go ahead. It's a reflection, yes. Yeah, that's right, it's a reflection. So let's see what Swami talks about reflection, okay? So Swami says, cleanse your heart and make it a clear mirror. So he's talking about the heart. He uses a mirror to talk about your heart. So he says, cleanse your heart and make it a clear mirror. The Lord's glory will then be reflected therein. So it is about reflection. Okay. You think Swami doesn't talk about a hammer? He does talk about a hammer. Yeah, what does he talk about a hammer? Building? Yeah, okay. Okay? Okay, building, yes. Okay, go ahead. Destroy the? Okay, okay, you're on the right track. Go ahead. You can build anything. Okay, one more. This side, anyone? Okay, go ahead. Swami can be nice and build your house? Yes, absolutely. He can build your house, absolutely. Let's see what he says about that. That's good, that's good. So Swami says, just like gold has to be heated, hammered, and subjected to many processes before it can be made into a jewel, devotees have to pass through many ordeals ordained by the divine. And Swami goes on to say, welcome pain and grief so that you take both success and hammer strokes to shape you into a sturdy sadhaka. So inner content is more important than outer prosperity. So it's school of hard knocks. Swami definitely is trying to shape us. Okay, the next one. Eyeglasses or spectacles. Anyone wants to guess what Swami would have said about that? Okay. Okay, you go ahead. Help you see better? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Glasses. I'm sorry? Oh, wow. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Okay. One more. Go ahead. Can you say that again? Help you see happiness? Yeah, you can see happiness if you wear glasses, if you see glasses with happiness. Wow, you all are really good. So let's see what Swami has to say, okay? Swami says, change your vision and see everything as God. So if you're happy, you can see happiness. So he says with blue-colored spectacles, everything appears blue, but we cannot blame the spectacles. When you see the world with the spectacles of love, the entire world will be full of love. Everything turns into love. God is full of love. When you wear spectacles of love, you see the correct color and get the complete view. Okay, the last one here. Okay, this is unlit, but still that's fine. What does Swami say about candle? He says a few things, but I'm going to ask this side. Okay, go ahead. Can you say that again? Lighting up the world? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Anyone on this side? Go ahead. A candle? Whoa, pretty deep. Wow, these are all such deep students. Wow. Okay, one more. Who hasn't answered here? Okay, you haven't answered. Go ahead. The light is happiness? Absolutely. Absolutely, it's happiness. Yes. Okay, now let's see what Swami has to say. Swami says, he's very logical. He's very, uses common sense here. So he says, we light many candles with the flame of a single candle. But remember, only a burning candle can light other candles. And then now he goes deeper. He says, an unlit candle cannot light other unlit candles. Only one who has earned wisdom can enlighten others who are in ignorance. One who is himself unillumined cannot illumine others. One must light his own lamp from the universal light of love, and thenceforth he can transmit illumination to all who seek and strive. So that's what Swami says. So we saw examples of mirror, hammer, eyeglasses, and candle. And Swami has, literally anything you think of, he has examples. So what is common? Did anybody pick up what's common in all of this? In all these analogies he's giving? Go ahead. Huh? God is in them? Okay. Yeah? Anybody this side? Go ahead. Yeah, you put your hand up. Go ahead. God is everywhere. You are all on the right track. So let's see. So what's common is it's about our individual self. Swami is like it's more about our individual self, cleansing our individual self, and it's sadhana for our transformation. So he's using these simple examples. Who would have thought that you can use a hammer to bring about divinity, right? To talk about God and divinity. But Swami does that. So we can expand on this, and here are a few examples. Swami talks about even doing daily chores at home. And everybody take note, when you're helping your parents, I hope you're all helping your parents doing chores. So you can think of this way. Swami says on daily chores, when you sweep your rooms clean, tell yourselves that your hearts too have to be swept likewise. When you cut vegetables, feel that lust and greed too have to be cut into pieces. When you press chapatis wider and wider, desire that your love may take in wider and wider circles and expand even into the regions of strangers and foes. Like I told you earlier, Swami has talked about everything and anything. We spend I'll just give a few more examples and then I'll wrap up. We all spend a lot of time in our cars, right? So Swami has given these examples. Now, how can we use these examples in our daily life? So I was thinking, okay, what is it that we do when we are in our cars a lot? So for me, just to get out of the neighborhood, the light, it takes 2 to 3 minutes. Somehow I can never time it right that it's green, it's always red. So I sit there 2 to 3 minutes, and in the past I would take detours to avoid that light. But then one day I suddenly noticed that hand. Everybody would, at a traffic light, you notice that hand? I'm sure you all would have noticed. Yes, you have, right? So that tells me that, okay, that looks like Swami's Abhaya Hasta pose. Like, Abhaya is no fear, so Swami's no fear pose. So based on that, I just, learned to be patient. Similarly, when you're driving on the highway, can anybody tell me when you see telephone poles, what can you think of? It's weird, but I think of these things. Telephone pole, yeah? Metal? Yeah, it's got metal. Yeah, it's the wires, metal. Yeah, go ahead. Can you say that again? Talking to God? Yeah, you can talk to God. So it always reminds me of a cross. And what does Swami say about the cross? Because it's a T, right, on top. What does Swami say about a cross? Anyone? So Swami says the I, when it's crossed out, the I is the capital I, the ego. When it's crossed out, it becomes the symbol of the cross. What is crucified is the ego, remember? So now everybody, adults, when you're driving out and you're noticing those telephone poles, you can see Swami's planting reminders all the way, those telephone poles, crossing the I, crossing the I, crossing the I. And then the other thing is, when you're driving along the road, people are cutting in and out, but you're going in your lane, right? So what does that remind you of? Anyone? Adults? Okay, that reminds me of discipline, because a lot of people are cutting in and out, and you're just cruising along in your lane. So that reminds me of discipline. And Swami is big on discipline. He says discipline is like the primordial life principle for every living being. Without discipline, there can be no well-being. Humanness cannot survive in the absence of rules and regulations. The entire human race will be wiped out if there is no discipline. And okay, last one. Oh, no, okay. One-way sign. Swami even talks about one-way signs. Anyone can relate to one-way signs? Anyone? Okay, I'll give the answer. He says, life is not a one-way traffic. You should conduct yourself in such a way that you give happiness to others and then ask them to give happiness to you. So he says it's not one way. Swami's having fun with a lot of these analogies. Okay, last one here. When we are sitting, okay, imagine you're all sitting in an airplane and you're ready to take off, or before takeoff, what does the flight attendant do? What do they tell you to do? Go ahead. Go ahead. Put your seatbelts on. What else do they say? I know. Okay, go ahead. You go ahead. Okay, you forgot. Okay, one more here. What is he say? Yeah, go ahead. Put your phone on airplane mode. One more. I'll do the action. What is that? Go ahead. Go ahead. So what do they say about the oxygen mask? Help yourself first before you help others, right? Yes. So when you think of that, a lot of times when I'm sitting in the airplane, when they announce that, what can you think of? Like, what Swami has, something related to Swami. Anyone? Okay. I think of light meditation. The reason is you have to send light through your whole body first, and you have to visualize the light and become one with the light before you send light to everyone else, right? So that's what Swami has been giving all these analogies. We have to strengthen our sadhana first. We have to transform ourselves first before we can transform the world and transform everything else. So next time when you're on the plane, looking at the oxygen mask, put on your mask first before you help others. Remember that, light meditation. I won't go into the scientific aspect of why, but yeah. Okay, so now we've talked about, we'll go on to talk about pleasing God, because the next topic is Sarva Karma Bhagavat Pirtyatam, is also pleasing God. Swami says all spiritual practices such as japa, and which is chanting the Lord's name, and tapa, will be of no avail if senses are not controlled. You must be under the impression that it is not possible for human being to control the senses. Here, control does not mean cessation. Discharge your duties as a householder, student, or businessman, but whatever you do, do it with the feeling to please God. So there are different ways you can please God, and I will just quickly wrap it up. One is Swami gives an example of a flower. He says the most important flower to offer to God is something that is coming from your heart, which is pure and coming from your heart. And then Swami also, one way to please God is to make your parents happy. And he says that first and foremost, if you don't please, how can you please Swami if you don't even please your parents? And then Swami even goes on to say how to serve others. He said you cannot call service if it's done with the feeling that I am serving others. He said you have to do it with an attitude of do all actions to please God. So even a small act of service done with the sole intention of pleasing God will acquire great significance. So to summarize, it's okay to have desires, limit your desires, have desires for the greater good, and have selfless desires. Everything is God, everything belongs to God, see God in everything. We saw a few examples of that. Do everything to please God, do everything with a pure heart, make your parents happy, live in love, serve others as an offering to God. Sai Ram.
Thank you, Sister Suja. We have a small token of appreciation, which you can add to the magic bag that just had so many things coming out of it. All right, I know we're anxious to see our kids. I don't want to stand between that for too much longer. I do have a couple of house rules that we would want to go over real fast, just for the comfort and safety of everyone who's here. First of all, while the play is going on, if children are actively on the stage in the middle of a scene, please don't get up and move around too much during that time. Please wait between the scenes. It's very distracting for them. Please also do not use the flash on your phone to take pictures, also distracting. If you are going to take pictures and share them on social media, please don't share pictures that have more people in it without their permission. We don't want to, share somebody's information without their consent. Please do not block other audience members from taking pictures, so don't get up for the whole scene when people behind you are trying to see. There is a portion where some of the students will be singing beautiful bhajans. You'll really want to clap, please don't. because they have practiced it in a certain way, in a certain medley, and our enthusiasm might confuse them. So let's wait and hold the clapping until the end. When your child is done with their scene, they're going to come back and sit in the front in the same order that they are now. They will not be able to come back and sit with you. They're going to sit up here. And when the play is done, the students will go with the designated teachers if they have to change out of their costume. And after that, they will go straight to the Founders Hall for dinner. So that is everything. I hope you enjoy everything. And please enjoy our Eashwaramma Day offering today from SSE. And just, I hope you have a wonderful time. Sairam.
Parti Sairam, looks like we're early.
Yes, I came a few minutes ago. Were you there at our Eashwaramma celebrations last week?
I was. The Group 1 dance was absolutely amazing.
Hello, everybody. Good to see you all here.
Sairam, guys, how are you all today?
Doing well.
It's freezing.
I know it's cold, but thank you for committing to the Seva.
I can't wait to get to the Seva. I hope we get to pack the care packages like last time.
Let's chat later. We need to be at the Seva soon.
Honestly, we must be the most committed students to brave the Dallas cold to help people.
I wonder if I could add this to my college apps. The others are really missing out.
Isn't it too early for you to be thinking about college apps? At least the others are staying warm right now. Man, I could have also been warm.
We're here because we're smart, successful, and kind. Top tier Swami students for sure.
Why couldn't we have chosen a senior day to be smart, successful, and kind?
I can't believe we're the only ones who showed up. I wonder what the others are doing that's more important.
Sairam, let's not judge. Everyone has their reasons. Swami wanted you all to be the ones to help today.
Okay, but you said that we're more committed, right? It's fine. I won't tell anybody else.
Let's chat when we get there. We need to get going.
Yes, Auntie. Wait, there's a light coming from the bush.
What kind of light?
It looks like it's an old board game. It has an ohm symbol on it.
Wow, looks like it was meant for us. What a coincidence.
Seriously, that doesn't seem suspicious at all.
We really need to start sprinting if we want to get there in time. Come on, let's go.
What are you guys looking at?
It looks like it has a start button. Wait, don't press it.
Yeah, if Jumanji has taught us anything.
We definitely don't have time to stick around playing an old board game.
No!
Whoops.
Where are we?
Well, this doesn't look like Dallas anymore.
We are going to be really late now.
Wait, do you hear that?
Look over there.
Wow, wherever we are, it looks absolutely amazing.
Hey here, I bet you wish we can go back to the cold right about now.
Did we somehow travel to somewhere?
How am I going to explain this to your parents?
Wait, is that the university administrative building in the background?
University, you mean UTD?
Why does my sister complain so much about university when UTD is so beautiful?
No, I think this is the She Said Desai University of Higher Learning. I visited it a few years ago and it's just as beautiful as I remember.
You can't possibly mean, are we in Bharti? It's been my lifelong dream to visit Bharti. I can't believe it.
We are in India?
I wonder if my mom knows about this direct flight.
Narayana, 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 Narayana. Welcome to Parthi. It looks like you guys have traveled a long distance to be here. I am Sage Narada.
The Sage Narada? Who can tell me who Sage Narada is?
The sage that goes around all three worlds chanting Narayana, Narayana, Lord Vishnu's greatest devotee. We were actually the only students who signed up to do Seva today. One can say we are Sai Baba's greatest devotees.
I pray every single day, just like you.
Narayana, Narayana. Well, Sai Baba's greatest devotees, since you are all here, I want you to help me. You see these 3 pots of water? Can 3 of you pick them up, place them on your head, and go around in a circle without spilling a single drop?
Is this a contest? Easy. I can definitely do that.
Hey, Tapasya, I bet I can do better than you.
You wish.
Narayana, Narayana. What were you thinking about while doing the task?
I think they're focused on winning.
I was so concentrated to see who won. I'm pretty sure it was Tapasya.
I was just trying to do better than Nihar.
Sage Narada, please tell us why you had us do this task.
Narayana, Narayana. I once asked Lord Vishnu, you have so many devotees. Of all of them, who is your greatest devotee?
Lord Vishnu must have said it was you, right?
I was also expecting him to say it was me, yet he spoke of a farmer on earth.
A farmer? He chanted the Lord's name more than you?
I was also curious about the farmer, so I went to observe him. He chanted the Lord's name only 3 times, once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and once at night.
Only 3 times?
Yes. So I reported back to Lord Vishnu on what I observed, and he had me perform the same task that you guys just did as a favor to him.
Wow, did you spell any?
Narayana, Narayana. I performed the task just as successfully as you. I was feeling very high and mighty that I had the privilege of doing Lord Vishnu's work. I put all my focus into making sure I didn't spill a single drop. Can you guess what Lord Vishnu asked me?
I remember this from my days in SSE. He asked you what you were thinking about while doing the task.
Narayana, Narayana. That is correct. I told him I was so focused on doing his work that I had forgotten to chant his name at all.
I remember this as well. The Lord then explained that the farmer was also doing his work. He's living the life that the Lord tasked him to do. And despite his busy day, he always remembered to chant, pray, and offer his work to the Lord. That's why the farmer is the greatest devotee.
Wow, what an absolutely amazing lesson. Students, what did you learn?
Everything we do, we must offer it to God.
We must do everything with love, faith, and devotion as we are doing God's work.
Wow, this was our lesson last week, to offer every act to God.
Yes, this is exactly the meaning of Sarva Karman Bhagavad Prityardham.
When you offer every act to God, you will perform better.
Does this mean I can even offer brushing my teeth to God?
I bet Sai and your dentist will be pretty proud if you do.
Narayana, Narayana. Very good. It looks like Swami wanted you all to be here to learn.
I still cannot believe we're in Bhakti. We're so truly blessed.
Do you
think we have time to take a tour?
Narayana, Narayana. Let me take you on a tour of Bharti. Don't worry, you will return in time for your seva. First stop, Hillview Stadium. Narayana, Narayana. Narayana, Narayana. Narayana, Narayana. Narayana, Narayana.
This is Sri Sathya Sai Hillview Stadium. The seating gallery can hold up to 50,000 people.
This stage is called Shanti Vedika. This is where Swami used to preside over special events like annual sports meets and birthday celebrations.
Wait, what's a sports meet?
Every year on January 11th, students from all of Swami's schools and colleges perform sports and cultural activities.
All the students offer their love to Swami by demonstrating high levels of skill through athleticism or performing arts.
Wow, that sounds like our Eashwaramma Day play. Come on, guys, let us explore this place. Wow, look at that. That's so cool.
Hey, see what it says over there? Life is a game. Play it.
There are some billboards at Swami's courts too. This looks like our AT&T stadium. Actually more cooler than that.
Look, I see statues of Buddha, Jesus, and Zoroaster.
There are even more statues here. I see Shirdi Baba, Lord Shiva, and Krishna too.
Students, look at the nice waterfall cascading down the hill behind Lord Shiva.
Wow.
Wow.
Hanuman on top of the hill.
Yes, the Hanuman statue is 65 feet tall and Swami had it installed on his 65th birthday.
65 feet tall at the peak of the hill? Wow, that's crazy.
Why is the Hanuman statue so much bigger than all the others and placed at the top of the hill?
Obviously, it's because he's gigantic, powerful, and he can lift mountains. Right, Auntie?
Yes, but it is not just because of his physical strength. Swami says that the people who stand at the foot of this hill should be able to see the entire persona of Hanuman.
Lord Hanuman has been the epitome of the ideal Swami has set for all of us for all times to come. That is why he's at the pinnacle of Puttaparthi.
Okay, but then if it's about his character and not his strength, why is Lord Hanuman shown carrying the Sanjeevani mountain?
Very good question. You guys are so curious. Hanuman not only chants the name of Rama, but he also does Rama Karya, or his mission, his faith. He also takes everything that Rama says in a direct order with no questions. That's why Swami built a statue of Hanuman in action.
Narayana, Narayana. That's true. Hanuman is always ready to do Lord Rama's work. He surrenders everything to him.
Wait, I'm still confused. What does that mean?
Narayana, Narayana. Before crossing the ocean, Lord Hanuman stood facing it and with an intense sense of duty said, I shall, as swift as the wind, like the air of Lord Rama, reach Lanka to accomplish his mission.
With utmost humility and faith, he considered himself Rama's arrow, which never fails to reach its target. That is why Swami had the statue installed, to remind us of Lord Hanuman's devotion.
Oh, Swami wants us to be like Hanuman?
Narayana, Narayana. Exactly. We are all instruments of God, and one has to do one's work without ego and doership. Dedicate all acts to God before starting.
If we do this, Swami will take care of accomplishing our duties without any obstacles.
Swami also says whatever work Swami gives us, we must be ready and prepared to do it, just like Hanuman.
But I'm a kid. What does Swami's work mean to me?
Your duty is to listen to your parents and be a kind and loving person.
So when my dad tells me to make my bed and take out the trash, I have to do it right away without grumbling about it? I'll have to work on this.
It makes more sense why Lord Vishnu told Narada that the farmer is dear to him. The farmer is just like Hanuman and dedicated all his work to God.
Can anyone truly be that devoted, prepared, and humble like Hanuman?
Narayana, Narayana. Of course, I'm sure you will see several examples amongst our Sai devotees who exemplify these qualities.
I hope we get to see some during this tour.
Narayana, Narayana. Our next stop is Chaitanya Jyoti. Narayana, 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 Narayana.
Narayana, Narayana. That beautiful building is the Chaitanya Jyoti Museum. It was established to commemorate Swami's 75th birthday in the year 2000.
I know Jyoti means light, but what is Chaitanya then?
Chaitanya means consciousness, so Chaitanya Jyoti is light of consciousness.
What's in the museum? The architecture's amazing.
Narayana, Narayana. I think you should hear directly from the wonderful Sevados here.
Sairam sisters, would you be able to explain to our students about the museum and what's inside?
Sairam, yes. As you know, this is called the Chaitanya Jyoti Museum. The museum is spread over 6 stages and covers an area of over 6,000 square meters.
Can you guess which one of Swami's teachings influenced the architecture of this building?
No.
I'll give you a hint. This building has a fusion of various cultures and styles of architecture found all around the world.
I got this. Is it unity in diversity?
Yes, the museum features exhibits based on the life and teachings of Sri Satya Sai Baba.
It showcases a vast collection of artifacts, exhibits, and interactive displays that take visitors on a journey through Baba's childhood, mission, and legacy.
Oh, wow. Can we go for a tour?
Sure, let's go.
Let's go this way.
Look at that.
Wow.
Wow, that looks wonderful. Look at that.
So cool.
Wow, that's so cool.
Wow.
So wonderful.
I like that too. It's funny how little Swami was just like us normal kids, but did great things even at such a young age.
To be honest, I have been a little naughty sometimes. Dude, talk about the pressure of being good. No pressure at all. Young Satya shows us that we too can help serve the community by realizing the innate power of compassion and goodness within.
Wait a second. Who even wrote down all these stories of Swami's life?
Swami's biographer, Professor Kasturi, who documented Swami's life as per his instructions.
I wonder how Professor Kasturi got this information.
Narayana, 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 Narayana. I was walking around the museum and look who I bumped into. Professor Kasturi.
Wow,
Sairam Uncle.
Sairam, Uncle, we were talking about you. I have a question for you actually. Have you seen Swami in real life?
Yes, Kanna. I was always with Swami. He was my father, mother, and dearest friend.
You know, kids, Professor Kasturi has done so much in his lifetime. He's been a professor of history at a university, became the postmaster at Puttaparthi, and a local program announcer at Sai Functions.
Professor Kasturi has also worked as the producer for All India Radio broadcasts and the printer and editor of Sanatana Sarathi magazines. Not to mention, he was also the translator and biographer of Swami.
Wow, really? But how are we able to step into all of these roles without getting overwhelmed?
Well, every time a new opportunity came, Swami would push me to take it. Although I would initially refuse. But then he would remind me,
Do you think you are serving someone else there? All jobs are for me. Go. This is a gift of grace. But remember, you are never going away from me.
Whoa, I see now. So you were doing his work in each role you took on. Kind of like Hanuman, who looked at everything as Rama's work.
But didn't all that work take you away from Swami's presence? Wasn't it hard to be away from him?
well, at first. But then I realized I am so caught up in looking for darshan, sparshan, and sampashan that I forgot the most important one, devotion. True devotion means being there for Swami, wherever, whenever, and however.
Narayana, Narayana. There's no job beneath us, no place too far, and no time like the present to serve someone in need.
So what you're trying to say is that when practicing true devotion and when you treat every opportunity as an opportunity to love and serve Swami, it's like you're never actually away from his presence, right?
But what if I'm trying to do his work and I mess up? I don't want to disappoint Swami that way.
Yikes, I have slippery fingers whenever I try to help empty the dishwasher and I drop a thing or two and somehow mess up. Any hope for me?
Why disappointment? When you think of the work as doing it for God, you will be at your best. We must do our duty and offer it to Swami. He will then take care of the outcome.
Sarvakarman Bhagavat Prityartham.
Narayana, Narayana. How powerful was that? But there's still more to come. Are you ready for the next stop in our journey?
Yes.
Narayana, 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 Narayana.
Narayana, Narayana. This building in the back is the mandir. Where we are standing is called Sai Kulwant Hall, where our beloved Lord has granted darshan for many, many years.
Wait, what is darshan? What happened during darshan?
Well, darshan implies being in the presence of a holy person or God. Darshan is so powerful that it can even transform the heart. Swami used to grant darshan here in this very Kulwant Hall to all the devotees present.
Oh, I remember watching a video of Swami walking amongst his devotees. So that was a darshan video.
Narayana, Narayana. It was indeed a heavenly feast to watch our beloved Lord gliding through the seas of devotees assembled here.
What? Swami walked around and people were seated?
Yes, the devotees were seated here in this hall. Swami would walk among these seated devotees, sometimes talking to few and accepting letters from few, but many people felt a personal connection to them. Their prayers were heard and questions were answered even if Swami didn't speak to them directly.
Sairam.
Sairam.
Good to see all the SSC students visiting this holy abode. When Swami came to give darshan, this whole place was very quiet.
How is that possible? This whole place became quiet?
Swami always exhorted on silence. He says that it's only in silence that one can hear the voice of God.
Everyone stays quiet and tries to contemplate and focus on Swami. Even today, silence is maintained in the ashram premises. This same principle is followed globally around Sai centers.
I now get why we are asked to be quiet after bhajans in our center.
Narayana, Narayana. Also know that Swami's darshan sends powerful vibrations of pure love that removes all the unnecessary tendencies, negative feelings, and etc. from the body. Never underestimate the power of his darshan.
I remember reading something about the assurance of Swami's darshan. He says, "After my darshan, always find a quiet corner where you may enter into the stillness and receive the completion of my blessings. As I pass you, my energy goes from me into you. If immediately you start talking after darshan, the precious energy gifted to you gets dissipated and returns to me unused. Be assured that whatever my eyes see becomes transmuted and vitalized. You are being changed day by day, and never underestimate what is being brought to you by the power of my darshan."
Is this true even today? How is such divine energy created even when he is not physically there?
Narayana, Narayana. The Lord says wherever his name is sung, he will manifest himself in the divine energies created. Even devotees follow the path of love all, serve all.
I love how this hall looks. It's so humongous and beautiful.
This was indeed an open field. Our gracious Lord had this hall constructed in 1993 to protect devotees from rain and shine.
It looks like thousands of people can be seated.
Up to 20,000 devotees could be seated to fill the outside grounds and the inside grounds as well. All waiting for one desire, a glimpse of Swami.
I remember those days. We are all blessed to be contemporaries of Bhagavan.
Devotees from all around the world offer their love to Swami by offering cultural performances such as music or dancing.
I
saw some videos and also heard that devotees that came here on a pilgrimage trip used to offer musical and dance performances to Swami. Where would they do that?
Right here in the center of this hall, facing Swami. That reminds me of when the Dallas Science Center offered a musical dance offering in the year 2008.
Narayana, Narayana. From here, we can see two beautiful structures, the indoor sports center and the planetarium.
Whoa, there's a planetarium in Puttaparthi? I didn't expect such a small village to have such great structures.
Yes, Puttaparthi is very busy and complex. There's so much more to it than it meets the eye.
The planetarium is called the Sri Satyasai Space Theater, and it was inaugurated in 1985 by our beloved Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. The shows here are shown not only in the local language, Telugu, but also in Hindi and English.
Sairam, everyone. You all seem to be on birthday pilgrimage.
Sairam, sister, yes, we are from Dallas. Our students are very surprised that a small town like Puttaparthi has a planetarium.
In that case, you all will be very surprised that Swami has established a super specialty hospital here as well. Thousands of people get treated there for free daily.
Wow, that sounds amazing. I'm guessing it's a beautiful building, just like the Chaitanya Jyoti Museum.
You guessed it right, Nikki. Now let's look around this beautiful place here. This is the resting place of Sai Gita, Swami's pet elephant.
Wait. Swami has a pet? An elephant?
Wow, I want a dog and my mom says no way. So wait till I tell her Swami had an elephant. Maybe she'll let me get a dog.
Let's get back to talking about Sai Gita.
In 1962, Swami visited the Mudumalai forest. From there, he brought a small elephant calf who had lost her mother immediately after birth. It has always been a sweet mother-child relationship in every way.
That's amazing. Who took care of her?
It was our dear Swami himself who named her, fed her, and took care of her. He allotted tasks and appointed many people to take care of her every single need. It was as if though she was a small child he would take care of every single day.
Wow, Sai Gita is so lucky.
Narayana, Narayana. The Lord has shown us how to be compassionate not only to human beings, but to animals as well. But Sai Gita only had one pointed devotion to Swami.
After Sai Gita became a little older, she was moved to this location and Swami assigned her a caretaker. His name is Pedareddy.
What a surprise! It looks like Sri Pedareddy was coming our way. He was the caretaker of Sai Gita until she merged with her dear Swami. He was also in charge of the planetarium we saw earlier.
He's a firm believer in the concept of Sarva Karman Bhagavat Prityartham, the idea that all your actions should be to worship God.
Really? Can we go ask him more about that?
Sure, let's go talk to him.
Saram uncle, me and my friends are here learning about Sai Gita's devotion to Swami's devotion towards Swami. Sai Gita's devotion towards Swami.
Saram children, nice to meet you all. Yes, it's undeniable that Sai Gita had the most purest and truest devotion for Swami. As a child, she would travel in the sanctum 3 times every morning and then would wait for Swami's darshan.
Really? How cute.
After Sai Gita moved to this location, she would know when Swami was passing this way, even before we spotted him. She would not accept fruits from Swami on her trunk, but would insist to have it in her mouth personally.
Truly, she is a greater devotee than us humans. You are so lucky to have served such a great devotee of Swami for that many years.
Sairam, I'm resident of Puttaparthi. I like to accompany Pedareddy uncle on his walks. Do you all know that he used to teach physics in college before taking care of Sai Gita?
You left your teaching job to take care of Sai Gita? That's very surprising.
Degrees are for earning, but my yearning was to earn the love of Swami. I am blessed that Swami chose me to take care of Sai Gita.
Thank you so much for talking to us. Sairam.
Sairam,
uncle. Narayana, Narayana. Children, yet another example of someone who surrendered their work and themselves to Swami. Sarva Karman Bhagavat Prityartham.
Children, remember that though Swami lived in person in Puttaparthi, he lives in the divine energy inside your heart, so he is never far away from you.
Narayana,
Narayana, Narayana. This is the Purna Chandra Auditorium. It was built in 1973 and has a seating capacity of 15,000 people in its area, which is also used for cultural events, discourses, and conferences. Now you all get to meet another special guest. Narayana, Narayana.
Another instrument of Swami's great mission is Brother Jumsai, a NASA scientist turned Swami devotee.
Oh, Auntie, is he Swami's brother, Jumsai?
No, he's Dr. Ardam Jumsai. Oh, look, there he is. Sairam, sir. We're from the Dallas Science Center, and the students are eager to learn about your journey with Swami.
Sairam, Uncle.
Sairam, everyone. It's good to see all of you here. Here's my story. I was born in Bangkok and ended up working as a NASA scientist in the 1970s.
NASA? Like NASA in the USA? Are you an astronaut? Did you go to the moon? Do you have any moon rocks?
No, kids. I worked on NASA's Viking space project for the design of the automatic landing device to land on planet Mars and collect material for tests.
Oh, that's very interesting. I also want to become a scientist. But I'm wondering, since you're a scientist, how have you entered into the spiritual world?
After I quit NASA, I started searching for God. At the age of 40, I came to Whitefield, Bangalore, along with my mother. We were attracted to Swami's humanitarian projects. Swami chose me as an instrument in spreading spiritual education based on human values.
Huh? How did you do that?
Guess what? He was asked by Swami to start a school in Bangkok. Once he got there, he was engrossed in setting up the Institute of Sri Sathya Sai Education Thailand. During that time, an interesting thing happened. Do you all want to know about it?
Yes, please.
When I got an opportunity to do Swami's work, I neglected my own responsibilities towards my own factory in Bangkok.
Factory? You started a factory for Swami?
No, it was just a factory that I owned in Bangkok. But when I went there after many days, the security guard came running to me, which was a bit unusual.
Oh, was everything okay with the guard in the factory?
Yes, he came to apologize for his lapse on his duty.
Lapse? What did he do?
One night when he was on night duty, he bolted his room from inside and fell asleep. A stranger entered his room and started speaking in his native Thai language. He told him to stay awake and do his duty properly.
Who was the stranger? How did he enter the room when doors were locked from inside?
Yes, even the guard was baffled on how that happened. But strangely, the same thing happened the next day as well. This made him feel very guilty, and he started doing his duty sincerely.
Wait, was that Swami who woke him up?
As he was narrating his baffling experience, we entered my office. He noticed a decorated photograph of Swami. He said that was the person who entered the guard room at night and told him to do his duty correctly.
Oh, Swami came to Bangkok from Perthi? Unbelievable. Does that mean if I spend time doing seva, Swami will take my science test for me?
Man, you've got a wild imagination.
Dear, what it means is that when you do Swami's work of helping people or the community, you will gain the strength to complete your own work.
Narayana, Narayana.
Wow, you are so lucky. Swami's looking after you and your work.
Yes, indeed I am lucky. From that incident, I learned a couple of things. First, we should not neglect our duties and responsibilities. Second, even if we are alone, we should do our duties correctly because we are under constant supervision of God.
Wow, what great takeaways.
Yes, once my parents were busy doing office work, I snuck away to my room and started playing video games. Suddenly, a hand grabbed me from behind. I turned around and realized it was my mom.
Narayana, Narayana. Children, can you tell me one place where no one is watching you?
I guess nowhere. Whenever I'm trying to do some mischief, somehow my mom gets wind of it. I feel like Swami's always watching and helping my mom.
One more important thing to know. When we do God's work sincerely, He will protect us. I myself surrendered my work to Swami with utmost devotion.
Sir, these are such great revelations, not only to you, but to all of us. Thank you for sharing.
Sairam, Uncle. Thank you.
Sharam.
Children, he is yet another example of someone who surrendered himself and his work to Swami. Sarva Karman Bhagavad Preetyartham.
Narayana, Narayana. So many loving instruments in Swami's mission. God protects those who follow his command. Narayana, Narayana. Narayana, Narayana. Narayana.
I am speechless. When I woke up today, I didn't think I'd have time to grab a coffee before the seva, let alone plan a whole trip to Parthi.
Yes, what an absolutely amazing experience for the students as well.
Narayana, Narayana. You all have learned so much in such a short time. What was your favorite part?
Sage Narada, my favorite part was the activity you made us do. Going around with the pot of water on the head was challenging, but I'll never forget the lesson.
I love meeting Shri Pedarari Garu and seeing his love and compassion for Sai Gita.
My favorite lesson was from Professor Kasturi on how there's no job beneath us, no place too far, and no time like the present to help someone in need. This makes me extremely excited for our seva.
How about you two? What did you learn?
I am so inspired by Hanuman and I was being the embodiment of all the values Swami has set for us. We are all instruments of God.
I love learning about your encounter with Narayana, Sage Narada. I too would also like to be like the farmer, offering all my actions to Swami.
Auntie, Swami always says, my life is my message. Does this relate to Sarva Karaman Bhagavad Preetyartham?
Yes, what a great question. Swami says you can observe me and my activities and note to how I adhere to righteousness, to moral order, to truth, and to universal compassion. This is what I desire you to learn from me. My life is my message.
How do we live up to the same standards that Swami has set for us?
Narayana, Narayana. This is the importance of offering all actions to Swami. When you offer all your actions to Swami, you're slowly raising to the standards he has shown.
That's a great explanation, Sage Narada. Swami also says, wherever you are, whatever work you do it as an act of worship, an act of dedication, an act for glorification of God, who is the inspirer, the witness, the master. Sri Sathya Sai Baba on April 21st, 1967.
Narayana, Narayana. I'm very grateful to Sai Narayana for giving me this opportunity to be an instrument in explaining this beautiful concept of Sarva Karman Bhagavad Preetyartham to all of you.
Thank you, Sage Narada, for showing us around and teaching us the true message of Swami.
Narayana, Narayana. It was my pleasure to give you a tour of this holy place.
I guess now we need to figure out how we get back to Dallas.
Maybe we can use the game to transport back.
Yes, come on class, let's look for the game.
Oh wait, we found it! Since we found the game board, students, do you want to do the honors?
Yes.
The Oma on the game isn't blinking anymore. Guess it was a one-time trip only.
I can't wait to tell my parents all that we learned and experienced. They are not going to believe it.
Still feels like a dream. I can't wait to start implementing the literacy and keeping track of them in my journal. Only then I'll start to really believe in things.
So true. Actions speak louder than words. Hey, Adrit, what did you learn about pressing glowing buttons we find on the road?
If there's even a small chance we go to a party again, I'll press them every single time.
I know for a fact we're angling the pitch for our next family vacation.
I'm even starting to appreciate the cold now.
I feel horrible for judging my classmates who couldn't make the Seva. I'm so glad we were blessed to have this opportunity.
Same! With every part of the tour, I felt like I was transforming. It was almost as if I was 8 different people.
You all hit the nail on the head. We need to put our learnings into action so that we can truly transform.
How are you going to apply what you learned in your day-to-day life?
I know for a fact when I get to the Seva, I will be thinking of Swami throughout. Not only that, I will show my absolute best to Swami so that I can show him all my love and devotion.
When I do my homework and study for tests, I'll do it with the feeling that I'm doing it for Swami and do it gladly. I'm sure my parents are going to be thrilled about that.
I will not wait for my parents to ask me to clean my room. I'll think of that as an offering to Swami and do it gladly.
Swami said that all jobs are his, so I will just do whatever I am doing with the feeling that I'm doing it for Swami.
I'm so proud of you all. We need to offer everything that we do to Sai. It's not only you who learned something. I will be making a more conscious effort to offer everything I do to Swami.
Swami says my life is my message, and we need to make our life his message. And the best way to do that is
Sarva Karman Bhagavat Prityartham.
అయితే అయితే నేను దైవము అనేటువంటి సత్యమును నీవు గుర్తించేంత వరకు కూడాను కొన్ని రకమైనటువంటి సత్కర్మలు ఆచరించాలి.
Until you realize you are divine, you should follow certain paths.
అప్పుడు నేను చేసే ప్రతి కర్మ కూడాను భగవంతునికి అంకితం చేస్తున్నాను అనేటువంటి భావంతో చేయి.
You do service with the spirit of total dedication to God.
దీనిని భారతీయ చరిత్రయందు సర్వకర్మ భగవత్ ప్రీత్యార్థం అన్నారు.
Therefore, in the history of Bharat, it is said, all activities should be pleasing unto God.
ఏది చేసినా కానీ భగవత్ కర్మగా మనం విచారం చేయాలి.
Whatever you may do, it is divine activity.
ఆ విధంగా చేసినప్పుడు అన్ని కర్మలు కూడా భగవత్ కర్మలుగానే రూపొందుతాయి.
याद पलकर हमारी हुई तमन्ना ये सारी हमको तुमसे प्यार कितना, हमको तुमसे प्यार कितना, सारी तुम ही जानते, सारी तुम ही जानते, दिलों की धड़कन तुम हो साई, दिलों की धड़कन तुम हो साई, तुम हमारे प्राण हो, तुम हमारे प्राण हो, हमको तुमसे प्यार है, हमको तुमसे प्यार है, we love you, dear inside we love you, we love you, dear inside we love you. నీకు లేని ఆ జీవనం, నీకు లేని ఆ జీవనం, నీరు లేని చేపవేదనం, నీరు లేని చేపవేదనం, నీ సన్నిధే నాకు పెట్టింది, నీ సన్నిధే నాకు పెట్టింది, నీరు చూపే ప్రాణ సమానం, నీరు చూపే ప్రాణ సమానం, నీకు మాకు ఒకే బంధము. ప్రేమ
Om Shri Sai Ram. Can we all please get up and give them a beautiful standing ovation, please? Thank you. Thank you, dear Bhagavan, for giving us this beautiful moment after so many years. I think a lot of people feel the same way, very overwhelmed. If I cry, you know why. Thank you, Mother Eashwaramma, for giving us this beautiful moment of togetherness. At this point of time, I really would like to thank all the directors and all the SSC people, whoever you are. Even if you have done a small prop, you have trafficked, you have made sure they have transported a child, you have cooked something for us, can you please stand up right now? We want to acknowledge you. That's our very humble act of gratitude. The entire SSC team, I think it's the entire, I just want people to see, I think it's the whole village here, isn't it? It's the whole village here. So thank you, Swami, for giving us this village. And it cannot happen without his immense blessing to all of us. So thank you, Swami, again for keeping us in this moment. When we are watching this Parthi pilgrimages, those of us who have gone, 2003, 5, 8, 10, it brought us those memories. It brought us this moment. I really want to applaud those children who are doing the medley. Even we had to look at the paper. We had kind of like practiced so many times. But look at the level of confidence they had. They just zooped through the medley like anything. That was so awesome. Beautiful. I think we adults should learn the same medley and probably doing it another time. And thank you, Sister Suja, for making time. And such a beautiful, true teacher at heart, isn't it? We had our adult Balvikas today for all of your information. This is exactly how a SSC class is held. She demonstrated, she personified it. She is also an excellent trainer. If anybody wants to become a teacher, please go talk to her. She will plug you in. So make sure, this is a request for all of the parents. If you are wondering that how all of these are happening, once upon a time, me, Suja, Jayshriban, we all came in like this. I was sitting like this as a young mother with a 1-year-old when I walked into the center. So I'm looking at you. 10 years from now, brothers and sisters, you know where you're going to be. So you are the village who's going to build the center. And I have to acknowledge and applaud